Hello, thanks in advance, and hello everyone. This is second go around of putting my of facing my fears. That's what I want to call this whole my journey, facing fears, because I'm full of them, full of a lot of fear. You know, a lot of irrational type of fear. Mostly, it's fear of myself, what I'm able to do. Always kind of cutting myself short because I feel like I can't achieve. I've already failed before even attempting something. I already tell. I've already self-deprecated to the point where to myself, to my view, I don't think I will be able to make anything work. Right. So that's a goal. I have so many goals that I'm realizing, you know, I should have, and I have them. And first and foremost, the goal that is very important to me to really attain is to abolish or to face my fears, to be able to face my fears, to, receive whatever well, not receive anything, but just to face it carefully, smartly, and not run away from it or not avoid it. So, enough about that. Again, I'm Mira. Thank you again in advance, everyone, for listening to me go on. Today, I wanted to go on a philosophical question. Which will you choose? Let me pose the scenario first, because that's one thing I love about philosophy. There's always scenarios they give you to find out how you think and how you would human. So, first thing, if you studied really hard for an exam that was that you were aware of 2 weeks in advance, you studied really hard, right? And as you're walking to the exam hall to do your exam, do you have faith or do you hope that you will pass? Now, really get a grip on that question. It's pretty much two concepts, faith, not in the religious sense, and hope. You know, they are both very different. They kind of seem similar, but they're not. Hope is a little bit more, in my opinion, empty because it's something that needs to negate reality. I'll give you an example. If someone was going to run through a fire, you know, in their mind, or they will probably say out loud, I hope I don't get burned, right? Why I say it's empty is because if we're dealing with the reality and the effects of fire, you will be burned. So hoping that you won't get burned is an empty imagining, right? Then you contrast it with someone who is given that same situation and they decide to have faith that they will go jump over the fire. So you see there's a bit of logic now being applied. They're going to jump over the fire and have faith that they'll be able to make that jump and not get burned. So you see there are two different school of thought here, which is very interesting to me. That little nugget of, that scenario, that nugget of information, that deepness to it, even though it's really callous. I mean, there's a beautiful thing of philosophy. We can all do it. We all think internally about things. We all try to understand a little bit more about ourselves on a daily basis, right? So that's the beauty of it. And there are many schools of philosophy. There's philosophy of any subject. There's philosophy of marketing. There's philosophy of business. There's philosophy of marriage. There's philosophy of life, right? There's a lot of things philosophy covers. So we can talk forever. That's my point. So I just wanted to come on here and actually put that forward. That's one of my many goals, is to try and unpack whatever gift I have when it comes to talking about stuff like this. So I hope you come with me on that journey. I hope you have questions for me, especially philosophical ones, so that I can really rack my brain in trying to answer them. And the thing about philosophical questions is you can try to answer them, but there's really no good or real answer, right? There's only what you would do, or what you would want to do, or what you can do most times. We'll get into more of that as we progress on this journey. But thank you again in advance for joining in, and I'm looking forward to reading all your comments. Have a great day, and peace.